scripture references for it. So tonight we'll look at some of those scripture references. And by talking about Gabriel, we get to explore the whole topic of angels, which is, of course, one of my favorite topics, and periodically have done that throughout the years, as well as when we look at some of the passages, we will actually learn something both about angels and about fallen angels, about the demonic. So tonight, the Gospel of Luke. And the reason we are not opening at the Gospel of Matthew and Luke are the two Gospels that tell us the Christmas narratives. But the reason we are not opening first to the Gospel of Matthew is because the angel that is listed in the Gospel of Matthew is not named. And so to say that the angel that visits Joseph, because this is one of those interesting things, but the differences between Matthew and Luke. Matthew has the angel coming to Joseph. The story of Matthew includes the story of the wise men, whereas the Gospel of Luke tells us about the birth of John the Baptist, which Matthew omits, and it also tells us about the coming of the angel to the virgin, to Mary. And Joseph is just mentioned in passing. The other major difference, is that Luke's gospel is the one that gives us the story of the shepherds. So Matthew gives us the story of the wise men. Luke gives us the story of the shepherds and the end. In the Gospel of Luke, and we can assume, and probably, I was looking at some of the commentaries, and particularly some of the commentaries in the study Bibles that I have, and most of those study Bibles, without any explanation whatsoever, refer to the angel in Matthew as Gabriel. And so that is a basic assumption of the church that's a traditional assumption. But if you want to speak where the Bible speaks and are quiet where the Bible is quiet, then all we know for sure is that it is an angel. But we will look at three of those passages, 4 or 5 actually, in the Gospel of Matthew, because we can learn something about angels there. And so tonight, though, we begin in the Gospel of Luke, and we're going to read the story beginning in Luke chapter 1, verse number 8. Now, while this is Zechariah, was serving as priest before God when his division was on duty, according to the custom of the priesthood, he was chosen by lot to enter the temple of the Lord and burn incense. And the whole multitude of